I'm shifting my views on what it's going to take me to buy what I call a fancy phone. In other words, kind of an all-in-one cell phone. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that today because the news out today is mostly about Verizon's new iPhone killer, the Droid. And it is a Google Android device, supposed to be running Android's update 2.0 or whatever, and it's supposed to be really fast. It looks gorgeous. It's like a QWERTY slider keyboard, yet it's still thin. It's got a 5-megapixel camera with a flash, which is one of the things they're really pushing as far as why it's better than the iPhone, and all this stuff. But here's the thing I've always said about fancy phones, and the reason I don't have one, and the reason I have like the cheapest phone I can get for free when I renew. Until they do everything I need them to do, I don't want to invest that money in them and also then invest the monthly fee that it takes to have data and text and all that kind of stuff. And right now, the main thing that's lacking is hard drive space. And I'll tell you why. Because if my phone is going to be my music player, and I'm going to listen to all my music and my podcasts and playlists and everything on my phone, I want all my music on there. That's just, I'm a completist. I want it all, not only all my music, but as much of my media on there as well, movies and that kind of thing. Here's what I think should happen as we move into the next step, and I don't know why Google's not doing this. Maybe they are behind the scenes. They need to get a cloud media player up and running ASAP, because as soon as my media can be accessed in the cloud, which when we talk about the cloud, when I talk about the cloud, I just mean the idea that it's always accessible online. As soon as that happens, then they don't have to worry about upping the hard drive space so much. They don't have to worry about giving me 100 gigs for my music library, because if it's all accessible in the cloud, all I need is an app to access that, just like my Gmail or my Google Docs or whatever the case may be. Google Media has to happen at some point. Some sort of organizational, they have to take on iTunes. Once Google starts that war with iTunes, it is on, and you will see this war take on a whole new level of interesting. Until then, I don't know if I'll be picking up the Droid. It is attractive. The one thing that might put it over the top for me, if this happens, is Wi-Fi tethering. I've heard rumor that some of the Verizon phones are going to have Wi-Fi tethering. What that means is when you have Wi-Fi on your phone, like if there's Wi-Fi accessible, you can then use your phone to surf the internet on your laptop or whatever, using your phone as the Wi-Fi router. So basically wireless tethering to the internet through your phone's Wi-Fi. When that happens, that's pretty attractive too. So one of those two things, Google or somebody needs to take on a cloud media server and all its legal ramifications, or do the Wi-Fi tethering thing. Otherwise, I'm fine with my little cheapo phone, and I'll also carry an iPod and a camera and all those things. Until it can do everything I need it to do, I'm just not ready yet. But the Droid is close. It's getting close.